Hi, we are from Group 11 and we want to present our crops, which is pineapple. This is our group members. And for the origin of the pineapple, it was originated from Brazil, South America and Paraguay. And it was first discovered by Europeans in 1493. Pineapples arrived in Caribbean after the century of Indian migration and commerce. And Christopher Columbus first brought the pineapple into the Europe. Attempt were made, and they realized that the crops did not succeed because of the tropic, because the food need a climate inhibited. So by the end of the 16th century, Portuguese and the Spanish brought the pineapple into Asian, African and South Pacific colonies, and it was a success, and now it was commercialized. Pineapple introduced to Australia in 1830 by Lutheran missionaries, and it now grows predominantly along the coast of Queensland.
So next is a method of growing crops. First, we must know the type of soil. Pineapple can grow well in any type of soil, although sandy loam is the most ideal. Most basic requirement for pineapple cultivation is the soil must be well drained. Next, alluvial and laterite are other soil that are suitable for pineapple cultivation. Pineapple slightly need acidic soil with a pH 5.5 or 6. Next, the land preparation. The land preparation for planting by plugging or digging, following by leveling. Then we move to the step of planting pineapple. First, we must pick out the fresh pineapple, then twist the top of pineapple crown and strip off some leaf to expose the stem and keep it for a week. Next, we must soaking the pineapple using a hydroponic waste by stick a few toothpicks into the pineapple crown, put the crown in the water and place and wait until the root sprout. Next, we must prepare a pot of soil for the crown, plant the pineapple crown in the pot, keep the plant and give a fertilizer and water, and look at the flower. If the flower come out, the fruit will come out and will take around 6 months until 7 months.
So now I will talk about the economic value of pineapple. So first of all, there is not much data to show the profitability of pineapples, but data suggests that Asia exports almost 50% of all pineapples to the world. Pineapples are a source of food, therefore the demand will always be there, and therefore it is profitable. It is used in many ways. It can be sold as just as a pineapple. It can be sold as juice, and some people even use pineapples as medication. This is a graph showing pineapple production in Malaysia from 1961 to 2017. But if we look from 2000 to 2017, the production of pineapple it fluctuates a lot, but still is increasing every year, which means that pineapple is quite profitable economically.
So next is the crop problem. The first one is the pineapple crop disease. There's black rot, also known as soft rot, forms of formed after harvest and is only an issue if the fruit was damaged in some way when picked. And then leaf rot. Leaf rot in pineapple occurs when planting stock isn't kept dry. Heart rot. Heart rot occurs before the pineapples ever leave the ground and is a result of improper soil drainage. And the last one is pineapple wilt. Pineapple wilt occurs when mealybugs are present and transmit the virus to the pineapple plant. And then the environmental use of chemicals. Pineapple's production is characterized by a large-scale, high-input and monoculture plantation dependent on regular and intense use of a number of toxic agrochemicals. And last one is environmental issues. Moreover, the poor environmental practice of both national and international producers is leading to environmental problems of contamination of local aquifers and groundwater, soil erosion, sedimentation, and deforestation.
Okay, next I will talk about issues and problems about pineapple plantation. Pineapples are very susceptible to disease and pick up pests easily like beetles. Pineapples plant disease and pests can ruin an otherwise promising harvest. For example, nematodes. Various nematodes are attracted to pineapples, ultimately resulting in a sickly plant, reduced fruit production, and generally steady decline. Okay, next. Next, pineapples are also susceptible to top root and root rot. The symptoms include the plant looking like it needs to be watered with dropping leaves and general signs of distress. Top rot may eventually show up as dead leaves around the center of the plant. This problem is caused by overwatering or poorly drained soil. Okay, lastly, croup neck occurs mainly in plants 12 to 15 months of age. Croup neck is caused by a zinc deficiency in the soil. This causes hard leaves to become twisted, brittle, and yellow-green. The plant itself may also bend over and grow horizontally. Treatment can be done with 1% solution of zinc sulfate into the soil to correct the mineral deficiency.
Lastly, I will talk about the suggestion. Firstly, mark the plants that produce the biggest, sweetest, and juiciest fruit, so you know those suckers are worth planting. Avoid the plants that produce long fruit top, like the one in the picture. The fruit should grow as low as possible, or it just falls over and gets sunburned. Pineapple growing on long stalk, while it's tempting to initially select for plants that produce lot of slips, keep in mind that the slips develop at the expense of the fruit. You get bigger, better fruit plants and that produce fewer slips. Next, pineapple plants have tiny root system and rely a lot on their leaves for water and nutrition. Therefore, they don't mind being dug up and transplanted. You can use that to your advantage by planting your small sucker and slip into a nursery bed. They won't stay there for long, so you can plant them very close together. Then wait for them to grow to about a foot high before you plant them in their final position. That way, all the pineapples in a clump or row are of similar size, and you don't get the big ones crowding and shedding the littles. Smooth cayenne is by far the most popular variety across the world and the most common in the south. It's a very reliable producer of large and great tasting fruit, and it has the smoothest leaves. Some of the best tasting pineapple varieties don't ship or keep well, and you don't usually get them in shops. So if you see any or know of someone who grows them, go get them. In Australia, that may be a bit hard, but there are hundreds of varieties available across the pineapples. There are also red pineapples, blue pineapples, pineapples with variegated
leaves, miniature pineapple, and all sorts of pretty and interesting varieties. That's all for us. Thank you.